Printing is an essential part of creating drawings in AutoCAD. Getting your drawings to print out properly, though, can be handled in a lot of different ways, and sometimes it can be very tricky. I want to take a look at a PC3 file. So let's open up a file, go to our project folder for this chapter, and let's open up the VW252020142 file. It's just a file, and honestly, you can open up any AutoCAD file whatsoever that you want for this process. But one way to print something is through a PC3 file. Now, a PC3 file saves printer information and settings for that printer. It helps you to print out to the device that you want. Now, if you type in the word plot or print or click on the print button anywhere, you'll get to your printing dialog box. That's this guy right here. Now, mine is defaulted to a dwf6eplot.pc3 file. So that's the name of the plotter that I have right here. Now, if I click on this little button, it'll show me all the printers that I have in my network. This is on my computer right here. And it also has PC3 files. Now, a lot of these PC3 files come with AutoCAD. I have several different AutoCAD PDF files to generate my drawings. These are set up for different settings, for different quality, resolution, things like that, for different PDF settings. I can look at each of these and I can click on one that I want to use. Let's say this is just the general. I click it and I'm going to print to a PDF with these settings. Now, the settings I'm talking about aren't the settings you see here. It's in the properties settings right here. So if I click on properties, this will bring you up to your plotter configuration dialog box. I'm going to stretch it out here so I can see what it looks like. Now you have three different tabs, and the one you're going to really use is the device and document settings. This is just general. You can give it a description. You can say, hey, I'm printing to PDF here, and it has these types of settings. That way you kind of get an idea of what it's going to use. Now this is a PDF file, so it's a plot to file. Now if you have different ports or different methods of printing on the company network, you may want to do something with that. But typically you're not going to touch those tabs at all. This is the one you're going to work with. So I'm going to check my source and size files right here. That's this guy right here. It has this list. So you can set up a PDF just for 11 by 8.5 inches if you want to. You can do that. So let's say that's what I'm trying to do. I set that up here. I can control some graphics. I can do my lines merge or overwrite. I can make it color or monochrome in this case. And I have some other custom properties. If I go to these custom properties, I can change the settings for my DPI. So I can say my vector quality. Let's say I want to print 8.5 by 11, but I want to save some ink. This is just for a rough draft. Prints fast, gets it out the door, so I can just look at it, and quality is not an issue. So let's say I drop that down to 300. And if I have images in it, it does the same thing, and I click OK. So I have a lower resolution, 8.5 by 11 inch size PDF. That's what I'm making. So when I'm finished, I click Save As, and you can see here I have other PC3 files. And I'm going to call this AutoCAD PDF 11 by 8 low res. That way I know what it is, and click Save. Click OK. And when you make these changes in your PC3 file, you can make them temporary, which is perfectly fine. You say, you know what, this is a one of, I'm going to print this real quick. Let's dumb down some of these settings and boom, shoot it out the door. And I say, yes, apply changes only for the current plot. Or I can say, save changes to the following file. I've already saved the file, so I don't want to apply those changes to here now, but I'm going to hit cancel. So now that I've saved the files, I go to wherever that folder is that I've saved these at, and I can access it right here. So that's how you change a PC3 file, and that's how you update it and save it. So it's pretty simple enough. And a lot of times you're not even going to need to mess with your PC3 file at all. And these settings all work the same way, regardless of the type of printer. I'm using a PDF right here. I also have an HP Pro. This is a small 8.5 by 11 type printer. You may have a big, large format plotter or anything else. You can set up PC3 files for those specific printers. A lot of times you're going to want to change these if you're printing to PDF or printing to a printer that's color and it has like an aerial image in it, a photo, something like that, and you need a better or worse resolution or DPI setting. That's typically what you're going to need to use for those. And you can save them on your network, save them on your computer, share them with other users, and so they'll also have those types of settings.